Pursuing BE right now, and we are going to take interview of him, and we'll see how he is performing. Interview will be majorly on core Java. Let's see. Let's welcome Rishikesh. Hi
Yes, may I
Rishikesh.
audible? Hi,
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes. You're audible. Yeah. So, how are you?
Sir, fine, sir.
Okay, okay.
And you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So, you have prepared core Java, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's start. Tell me something about yourself.
Okay. My name is Rushikesh. I am from Nagpur. I have done my BCA Bachelor of Computer Application from Prerna College, and now I am pursuing MCA final year. MCA final year from Radhika Dai Pandav College, which is comes under in Nagpur University. And talking about my achievement, I have done Core Java course from Java Backend. That's it.
Yes. Do you think that's an achievement?
Sorry.
Do you think that's an achievement doing course at Java Kiran?
Yes.
It's achievement, but anybody
Yes.
can do course, right? That's not a big thing.
Yeah.
Everybody is doing it, correct? So,
Yes.
any other achievement you have in your life?
No, sir.
You don't have any achievements. Okay, great. No problem. But and I would suggest you to always keep some achievements listed out with you so that in interview you can tell them. Okay. Okay. Coming
Okay.
to core Java, my first
Yes.
question would be, uh, what are the rules of overriding, method overriding?
Method overriding. Okay. Okay. Method overriding concept we can use in polymorphism. Uh, uh, we must need to parent class relationship, and we can override one method name should be same, and parameters should be same, and access specifier should be same or bigger than parent class access specifier, and that's it, sir.
Yeah, very good. I like that. Uh, what is difference between encapsulation and abstraction?
Okay, and both are the OOPS concept, encapsulation and abstraction. First, abstraction is to hiding implementation and showing only important thing. We can achieve abstraction in two way. First is abstract class and second is interface. We can achieve abstraction 100% abstraction in interface, and we not achieve 100% abstraction in abstract class, because abstract class are concrete method also, and concrete method also and abstract method also, but interface have only abstract method, and abstract interface is allow multiple inheritance also, and abstract.
My question is not much concentrated on the abstraction. What I wanted to know, like, what is difference between encapsulation and abstraction? Okay,
Okay. uh,
we
yes, and
should be
in
balancing these two words, right?
yes,
Your
yes.
focus should not go towards the abstraction only. That is what my suggestion.
Okay, sir. In encapsulation, binding of data into single entity, we can achieve encapsulation, uh, create a private variables and a public method. That private variable can use in public method.
Okay, so can you relate something encapsulation and abstraction like that? See, you are telling me both things, right? And you are
Yes.
perfect in both things. But when it has been asked like encapsulation and abstraction, you should be little bit merging these two, right? Or telling some differences, or at least in encapsulation that happens, and in abstraction that is thing what happens, right? You're getting
Yes.
what I'm saying, Rishikesh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I will give you answer. So in that case, see, it's not a thing which you can differentiate. Actually, both are very different concept. At least you should be saying that statement, and then start like encapsulation means binding of data. Abstraction means exposing only required things. So anyway, abstraction uses encapsulation, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, like that you should be relating. Abstraction you cannot use in encapsulation, but encapsulation concept is used in abstraction.
Abstraction.
So like that, no problem. But you know both things independently. That is very good. Next, do you know any abstract classes in Java? Inbuilt abstract classes.
Yes. Input output.
Input output stream is a class, or input stream and output stream is a class?
Input stream and output stream.
Both are different classes, right? Both are
Yes, both are different classes.
abstract.
Yeah, both are abstract.
Okay, any final class you know in Java?
Yes, string class, string buffer, string builder.
Okay. So do you think string buffer is a final class?
Yes, sir. String buffer is fine.
String buffer is a final class. Okay. And string builder?
Yeah, string builder also. Builder also final class, but string builder is a subclass of string buffer.
Okay. What is difference between string buffer and string builder?
Okay, string buffer is a thread safety, and string builder is not thread safety because it comes on new version 1.5 version, and the string buffer is invented on 1.2 version, and string. Yes.
Okay. Just now you said string builder is subclass of string buffer, right?
Yes. Yes.
Do
Yes,
you
sir.
think it is true? Because just now you also said string buffer is a final class, right?
Yes, sir.
So final class cannot have subclasses, right?
Yes.
Then how it is possible to have string builder as a subclass of string buffer? Okay, so let me clarify. It's not the case. All string buffer, string builder are final class. I agree, but there is no relation between string buffer and string builder like it's a subclass or something. Okay,
Yes.
it's true that they are final classes. And when it has been asked like difference between string buffer and string builder, you should be saying synchronized, non-synchronized thread safety, which was correct. Okay.
Mm.
Now,
Yes.
what is serialization?
Serialization. Okay, serialization is used to write a object state into byte to any other location. Uh, it is used to serialization means if you have one program, then we won't share that code in another location. That time we use serialization.
Code or data?
Data.
Okay. So when to use serialization and when not to use?
Uh, if you want reuse that data, that time we use serialization.
Okay. So let me again explain this. See, serialization we can use if you want to transfer data between different distributed systems. But if you are not transferring data from one system to another, which is not distributed, then you don't need to go for serialization. Okay.
Yes.
Then you don't need to go for serialization.
Serialization.
So you got it.
Yes,
Serialization
sir.
can be used if you want to transfer data, not code, from one system
Yes.
to another system. Good, great. Okay. What is difference between file input stream and file class? These are the two classes, right? File input stream is one class and file is another class, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what it is actually?
File input stream is used to read a data from file using input stream and a file stream.
No, my question is file is a class in Java, right?
Yes, sir, don't.
Okay, so file is a class in Java. File input stream you said is correct. Like for reading and writing into the file, we use file input stream and file output stream. Whereas file class is used for doing some operations on the file, like rename, delete, or seeing how much memory it is taking, or name of the file, we use file class. Okay, so this is the difference. File
Okay.
class is used for external things of a file. File input stream is used for internal things of a file, like writing, reading.
Internal thing of file.
Okay, no problem. What is difference between hash table and hash map?
Hash table and hash map.
Yeah.
Okay. Hash table and hash map both are the subclasses of map interface. Hash map,
Subclasses. Okay. Don't say subclasses. You should say they are
class.
implementing map interface. Okay.
Yeah, they both are the implementing map interface. And hash map is hash map is printing key in shuffled order, and hash table is maintaining sorted order. Hash table is maintaining sorted order, and hash table is a legacy class. It's thread safety, and hash map is not legacy class, and it's not thread safety. And hash map is allowed one null key, and hash map is not allowed null key. And hash map is allowed one null key and multiple null value, and hash table is not allowed multi null key and null.
So you explained it very nicely, and some of the points were absolutely wrong. Some points are very correct. Okay, so few points are correct, and some of them are wrong actually. So let me correct those. You said hash map will have sorted keys, right? So that's not true. In tree map, we can have sorted keys. Okay. Then there are multiple points like shuffled. Yes, in both hash map and hash table, keys are shuffled. Okay, so that is all correct. Then legacy class, you told, that is also correct. Hash table is legacy class, whereas hash map is not legacy class. Remember, in hash table you cannot have null keys and null values, whereas in hash map you can have. Okay,
Okay.
no problem. Then which is better, array list or linked list?
Array list or linked list? Linked list is better.
Why?
Because array list have some methods, and linked list have some method. Array list have only array li- sorry linked list. Okay, array list is maintaining index order, and linked list is maintain a nodes order. Because and if you want change in between elements, that time use linked list. And if you want add element in top of array list or bottom of array list, then we can use array list. Means both are same, but depend on our requirement.
Okay, great. So as you started, linked list is better than array list, I would say correct. But with addition to that, you must be adding linked list is better. Linked list is better if you want to add, delete elements in between. Okay.
In between.
Otherwise, array list is better. Then you said very correctly, array list is using index structure, whereas here in linked list we have node structure. Okay, that's all correct. Next, coming to collection, again one question: collection and collections. What is difference?
Collection. Okay, collection is an interface and collections is a class. Collection is an interface and collections is a class, which is collections class, which is provide a multiple methods uh, to a collections hierarchy, like sort. And collection have sub interfaces like list, queue, and set. And collections class have methods. Means collections class have methods
Yeah. So which methods you know?
like sort method, and multiple
Which methods
methods
of
is there,
collections class you know?
like
Very good. Yeah.
uh, and sort and reverse method. Sort reverse method.
Very good, very good. Good. So you have prepared very well on that, and I like your questions. At your level, at least, you are a final year person, right? You are doing your
Yes, sir.
pursuing final year MCA, right?
Right, sir.
Yeah. So I see it's really good improvement in you. Okay. This time, this is the second interview you are giving to me, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes.
this time I see a lot of improvements. Hope you have prepared well this time, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So that's what the good quality expected from everyone. It's not about going bad or good. It is just about improvement. Okay, that nobody is bad or good. It's just improve. Whether you have improved than yesterday, yes or no. If it is yes, then correct. If you are remain same all the day, then you are bad guy. Okay. So and
Yes.
I see improvement in you. Great.
Thank you, sir.
Next, yeah. Next is what are the methods you know in object class?
Object class have 11 method, like toString method and hash code
Correct.
method and clone method. 11 method.
Yeah. So I will suggest here whenever it has been asked, see, this is just a psychological question. If you speak like this, that there are 11 methods like that, you are correct, absolutely correct. But there are tricks to give answers. Okay. If you don't remember all these 11, then it looks like you are doing fault here because you already said 11 methods. So what your interviewer will be expecting, he will be expecting, okay, now Rishikesh is going to tell me 11 names. Okay, so better not to say 11 methods or something. You just start telling methods like hash code, toString, clone, whatever you said right now. Okay, because when you use that first statement, 11 methods, so what person in front of you will be thinking, okay, now I am going to get 11 methods names. Okay, and it is difficult to tell, right? Then that makes a problem. Okay, so no worries, no problem. Next, just second. Sorry, there was a disturbance. So this was just a trick to tell you. Okay, no problem, nothing. But when you see four types, if you say what are the types of multiple, what are the types of inheritors, you'll say five types. Then interviewer want to see whether you will tell five types or not, right? So don't say four, five or something. Just start telling the types. Okay. So even if you forget one of it, then I will not realize that you missed something, right? When you say five means I'll start counting one. Okay, two, three, four. So that is just a hint I'm giving you trick. Every interviewer is adopting, and person who is giving interview also should be remembering. Next, why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java?
Multiple inheritance means two parent class and one subclass, and subclass have a constructor, and constructor has super keyword, and super keyword is used for call a constructor in a parent class constructor. That time constructor will be confused which class constructor call, class A or class B, because class C is a child class. Which class constructor can be called? That time constructor will be good. That is ambiguity problem. That's why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java.
Then why it is allowed in case of interfaces?
Because uh, because interface can implement to interface directly.
But one interface can extend to interfaces, right?
One interface, yes, yeah, one interface can extend to interfaces.
So why that is allowed? In case of classes, it is not allowed, right?
Yes, right.
And in case of interfaces, it is allowed.
It is allowed.
Why? Because in case of classes, there is a constructor and super, just now you said, that is very correct, and it makes a problem. But then why in case of interfaces that problem not happens?
Because constructor is not there. That's why.
Okay. Does constructor have, does interface have constructor?
Interface, no, sir.
That's why it allowed. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Because your answer for class was completely based on constructor, right?
Yes.
When it is been asked you multiple superclasses and single subclass, why it is not allowed, you was telling something about constructors, right? Then when it is asked for interfaces, you should say interfaces doesn't have constructors, so not to worry about super or something, right?
Okay. Yes. Right.
Great, but that's good. You have tackled this. Now, what is hash code?
Hash code. Hash code it is a object class method. It
Okay.
is used. It is used to unique. It is used to unique representation of object.
Very good, very good. It's a unique representation of a object. Correct.
Object.
What is difference between equals method of string class and object class?
Okay. String class method is used for checking a content of string, and object and object class string equals method is used to check a address of object.
Okay. What is difference between double ampersand and ampersand? Do you see any difference in these two?
Yes, sir. Sir, both are work like same, but in one case, I think. But we prefer only double and.
Okay. Because this will check only one condition. If it is true, then only it goes to second condition. In
Second
this
condition.
case, even if it is true or false, it goes for second condition and then result will come. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so that's great. We use this, both are doing same thing. That is what you said, that's correct. Okay, now let's say I have some programming questions also for you. So did you prepare logical questions today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me try something. I have this array with me. Now the question is very simple. I want addition of all the numbers of this array. How you'll do? Can you write the code here? You understood
Yes, sir.
question?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Yeah. So I think you have control now. Just go ahead.
Sir, no, sir.
No, you are not able
No,
to do
sir.
that.
I'm not.
You might have received one control. See.
Just. No, sir.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you might have received one alert. No.
Just a minute.
Can you check now?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. I want sum of all these numbers.
Yes.
Do you think this is correct sum? Very good. Okay. Now this is a good question. Now I want to only add odd numbers. In this array, there are odd numbers. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So I want to have addition of odd numbers only.
Okay, sir.
Still same. Now you run it. Can you run? Okay.
All numbers is odd, sir.
Hmm?
Hello. All number is odd number, sir.
So all numbers are odd. That's why, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now let's check. Yeah, very good. So you understood the concept. Okay. Yeah. Good.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. This was just confusing. Now let's say if I ask you to get maximum number out of it, 89 should be output. Okay. Is it possible for you to write a code for finding maximum number, big number on in array?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please
Yes.
write down logic.
Sir, it's not 100.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Great. Next, one more question I'll ask you. Just I want to calculate factorial of this number. I'll take small number just to remember. Can you write code?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. Control has gone. Can you do now?
No, sir.
Can you check?
No, sir.
No, you might have, you need to accept control. No?
No, sir.
Okay, so can you request me access? There is a go to security and something.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, you can always. Go ahead, share it.
Just disable participant share screen sharing.
Yeah, just now I'm doing. Now go ahead. Okay, so wait, give me permission actually.
Yes.
Just now. Just a second. Yeah, write down code here so that wait. Go ahead, write down a code.
Yes, sir.
It's 0. Good. Thank you. Yes. So you prepared these things, right? Let me test. Good. Okay, so I can see your system here. Everybody can see now, those who are seeing your video. And these many programs you did till now, right? This is what your practice. Hello?
Yes, sir.
This is a practice you are doing, right?
Yes, sir. Because the last interview I
No problem,
not
no
saw
problem.
anyone.
But this is a lot of practice, I think. So good work, Rishikesh. And major thing for me is like you are into the final year. That's it. So it's really great, and this will inspire others also, those who are just learning. How much
Yes,
practice people are doing. See, really great. Okay, so let me ask you now something. Okay. Open factorial program.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
Yes.
is two-dimensional array you have iterated, right?
Yes, sir.
What difference you observe in this for loop and this for loop? This is for each loop. This is for each
Yes,
loop.
this is
This is
for each loop
ordinary
and
for
this
loop.
is
Yeah. So what is the
Yeah.
difference here in these two for loops?
For loop.
It should not be like good or bad. It should be having some logical differences also, right?
Only logical differences also, and for each is better, sir.
Why? Because here we are not relying upon index. Here you are playing
Yes,
with the
correct.
index. Tomorrow if somebody change from here to there, then everything will go on. Everything will be problem. So don't play with the index, because then this array should kept as it is. If you go with this, there is no index at all. There is no
Yes,
index
yes,
at all. Plus no increment and decrement also. Okay.
yes.
So that's why people prefer this. That's okay. Now that's okay. So I understood that you had a lot of practice, and obviously you will achieve other programs also if I ask you for logical thing. Next, I want to know what is garbage collection.
Yes. Okay. Garbage collection is used to garbage memory. Is there garbage? Garbage collector is automatically run in our program if we create one object and we cannot use that object. That time a garbage collection is automatically clean that object memory. An object method is called always in
Okay,
garbage
good.
collector.
So I would say garbage collection is a process of destroying a unclaimed object. That's correct. What are the coding standards you need to follow while doing coding? Do you know any coding standards in Java?
Yes, yes, sir. Means alphabets. Uh, First means class name. First alphabet is always capital, and
Any other?
yes,
Okay. So you know finally block.
yes.
What is difference between final, finally, and finalize method?
Okay. Uh, finally is a keyword, and finally is a block, and finalize is a method. Final keyword is used with final class, final variable, and final method. If we create final method, then we cannot override that method, and if we create final class, then we cannot extend that class. And finally block is used in exception handling. It is used to close, it is mainly used to close a connection which is opened in try block. And finally block is always execute uh, if exception is occurred or not, but finally is always execute. And finalize is used in garbage collection. Finalize method is always run in our program, and finalize method is before called system.gcd.
Okay, great, great, great. Some background noise is coming in your system. Okay. Now,
Actually rain was started,
okay,
that's
okay,
why,
okay.
sir.
No problem. It's raining. That's okay. Next question will be like finally finalize. You have told very good, and structured manner you told, that is what I liked. And for everyone, I want to tell everyone that answer should be in structured manner, like final, finally, finalize. So properly it should get tackled, like you tackled like finally is a keyword, then you made finally is related to exception, then finalize is a method. So like that, and then you started elaborating each one of these. So that's good. What are the new features 1.8 has introduced?
Yeah. Yes, yes, sir. Yeah. In 1.8, we can use in interface concrete method also using static default.
Okay. Other any other feature 1.8 have any other feature? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes. May I
Any other
audible?
feature you know in 1.8?
Yes. Sorry, I know, but
Lambda
I
expression,
confused.
stream
Yes,
CPI, okay? All these features are belongs
yes.
to, yeah. Yes, yeah. So one more question I have, and might be we will be wrapping up early this interview, because anyway you're going to give, you're giving good answers on that. So um, when to use two-dimensional array?
Two-dimensional array.
Any other scenario in general life you can tell me? Like if this is a situation, then I will use two-dimensional array. If I want to store this, then I will use two-dimensional array. Like that. Any situation, general situation, you know. See, I will say, I'll tell you, I'll make this question simple. If I want all family members of your all family members names, okay?
Yes.
If I want to know all family members names of your family, then you will be using a array, string array, right? In that, all names
Yes,
of your
yes.
family members will be stored, correct?
Correct.
So you will be using one-dimensional array, correct?
Yes.
I want to use two-dimensional array. In which situation you will use that?
I want I want store two family names. That time we use two-dimensional array. First dimension we can store one family, and second dimensional we can store second family.
Okay, okay, great. So two families means one family will have their own members, then second family will have their own members. Okay, that will be a two-dimensional array. Great, good. Which annotations you know in Java?
@ override. @ override. I know it is used for maintain a program, and it is used for to show this is override method. That's why this is used.
Okay.
Override means if we shared.
Okay, okay, good. What is protected access specifier?
Yes, protected access specifier is used in package. Sorry. Yeah, is used in package also, and another package also, but with subclass only.
Okay, so if there is subclass, then you can access the members, right?
Access, yeah.
So protected members will be accessible within a package and in other package also. Okay, not a problem. Okay, good, Rishikesh. I'm very happy that you have improved on your skills and you work on it. Basically, that is a major thing which I'm seeing here. And I'm glad to see you're answering almost 90% questions today. Okay, more than that, I would say. And best luck. Okay, and hopefully this interview, yeah, this interview also useful to you. I hope so, right?
Yes, yes, definitely, sir.
And it will boost your confidence also, and people those who will be seeing this video will be also be confident, and they can move forward. Okay, yeah, thank you,
Yes,
Rishikesh. Yeah,
thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
So this is Rishikesh, to whom we just now interviewed. Just want to tell you flashback old story. Just 8 days back, he has given an interview to me, and that was not so good. But he kept target in front of him that he should be appearing once again. He requested me not to post video, not to post, I would not say, but he requested me that take my interview once again. And today I'm taking, I took his interview, and you see the change. Old Rishikesh and this is new Rishikesh. So I encourage everyone, all freshers, those who are pursuing college or passed out, majorly for passed out people, see those who are just doing MCA, not engineering, MCA, is doing MCA, but are doing engineering or MCA, how they are improving, how they are building themselves in a career, because future will be very tough. So they are preparing themselves to face that tough future. So I expect you all to do this same, prepare, study, find some mentor if you are not able to study by yourself. That would be my guidance, and prepare, and you can see the results. Before 8 days, I was taking interview. Even he admitted in the interview that before 8 days, he was got shocked that he was not remembering things. But then he improved. He worked on himself. It is not a difficult task, but working is important. And there is nothing like perfect something. Nobody can perfect. You should not be trying to be a perfect. You should be trying to be a improved person. You should be becoming a person who is today, and tomorrow you should be a improved person than today. So that is for every day. So this is a process, general process everybody should follow, and definitely you will be reaching to a success. Okay, so thank you. Hope this interview really helpful to you and to achieve your goals. And if you liked it, please comment and subscribe to the channel if you really like this interview. Thank you. Thank you.